Hey guys, this is Tage Young. How are you all doing today? This is my review for the movie Suicide Squad, and I'm just gonna say my opinions about it. I'm not gonna use what critics say about it. I'm not gonna be like the other critics here, because I kind of have a little bit of a different view, of this movie than most critics, I would say. Now, this movie's been getting negative reviews, especially on Rotten Tomatoes and other by movie YouTuber critics and stuff, and I respect their opinion, I guess, if it makes sense. Which, if it doesn't, like if they're complaining about something that just doesn't make sense, that I find it BS. But a lot of reviews I read made sense of why it is bad. Some didn't make sense at all because they don't know. Some people who reviewed it haven't read the comic books that happened before that. Not that I have either, but I researched this before I did this review, just to see if I have the facts here. But today I'm gonna be talking about my opinion of that movie. Sorry, I don't have my camera today. I don't have a camera to use. So I'm just voice recording this, and I'm going to go quick because I want to make this review pretty short. I kind of like this movie a little bit. Not to say it was great, amazing. What people are saying, 5 out of 5, fantastic. That is effing ridiculous, I'll tell you that. Oops. Sorry, I thought I clicked pause on the video or ended it. It was a great movie. Let me start with the great parts of it. The characters, most of them. Will Smith's character was really great as he played Deadshot. He was very charismatic in the movie. I liked Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn, and pretty much every actor did a good job except for that the character Enchantress. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. Sarah something Delvigin. I know what movies she's been in, but I just don't know how to pronounce her name. But she was, I forget that movie now. It's by the same author. It's a different movie based on the book by the author of Fault in Our Stars. I don't think I've seen that movie yet, but she was a fashion model before she became an actor. Her portrayal was not that good at all. I didn't like Enchantress in the movie. She was a very poor villain, I would have to say the least. Why couldn't they make... What doesn't make sense to me, though, is why couldn't they make the Joker in this movie the villain, just like they showed in the trailers? Like, that would have been great. They would have showed more of the Joker. The Joker was pretty much there for... I guess you could have shown him in the flashbacks for this movie, but for like how Harley Quinn becomes Harley Quinn. But whatever. Before I start mumbling on about that, I like Jared Leto's Joker in this movie. I liked his portrayal that he did both Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger. I thought he did a pretty good job in this movie, but he just wasn't in there enough. And when he was around, he didn't have too many lines to say that much. And that just really gave me a very bad impression of the Joker. I didn't see the cold, complete Joker. I think Jared Leto did a good job, but I didn't see the craziness in him that much. And that just disappointed me a little bit. He didn't scare me like Jack Nicholson's Joker or Heath Ledger's Joker. And that was just disappointing to me. He's an okay Joker. He makes a good Joker, I would have to say. But basically, most of the actors and character portrayals are good. Some of the characters, though, they kill off. One character they kill off, Slipknot, right away. And that's just it. That was just basically like, oh, you're not an important character, so we're just gonna kill you off anyway. But, and the villain at the end of the movie was just lazy, by them just stabbing their heart so easily, and she's dead. Like, when Margot Robbie was going to pick up that sword, why didn't the witch pay attention to that and grab the sword quickly before Harley Quinn could grab the sword at the end? By the way, I should put spoilers in the title, so I've warned you guys already. And that didn't make sense to me, but it was fun with just basically the characters. I don't get why the superheroes, like Batman and the Flash, weren't in this, or Aquaman even, weren't in this movie at the end when the witch was trying to destroy the city and stuff. That didn't make sense to me at all. Like, where the hell are they? Like, it's like Iron Man 3. Where were the Avengers? Well, they kind of made more sense of that then, even too, in the Marvel Universe. But they didn't make sense of that in the DC Universe. Like, if that was happening, Batman, Flash, and Aquaman would be there. I don't know why, but speaking of that, Batman was pretty good in this movie too. I liked the moments where we had that we had a few Batman scenes, and they were great. I thought Ben Affleck did a good job in that. I didn't like the character that much of Captain Boomerang. I didn't think his portrayal was that great. The actor that played in Jai Courtney, he was at least not bland like he was in Terminator Genesis. He was more interesting, but all he could do was just throw a boomerang at people, and he only did it once in the movie, I believe. So he's really not that useful, I would say. And the RoboCop actor, Joel Kinnaman. I suck at pronouncing actor names. God. He was pretty bland in this movie. He was kind of disappointing, I would have to say, just like he was in RoboCop, and just like he was in Run All Night. I didn't like his character at all in this movie. But the story is not that great. The characters are great. I also liked Amanda Waller. I thought she was a badass, played by Viola Davis. I thought she was pretty good in this movie. She made me. I was scared of her. She was a badass in this movie. She was a bad guy too, pretty much, because she killed her own people, as in like the people that work for her, just because they couldn't they couldn't know this, whatever, you know what I mean. Maybe don't. I don't care. I thought her character was good. Most of the characters were good in this movie. That's what made the story great. Especially Will Smith. They kept pulling it along. There's just too many characters, though, to talk about in this movie. Like, the movie doesn't focus on one character at all. It just focuses on lots of characters. And that's kind of ridiculous, I would say. And I kind of can't focus on every character. So if I miss a character, like Killer Croc, he was not very much in the movie. He didn't talk that much. He had a few one-liners here and there. That's it. Yeah, and El Diablo, he killed himself because the Suicide Squad was his family when he just met them hours ago and stuff. That didn't make any sense. Like, we're already your family. No. He sacrificed himself in the movie. I guess he wasn't that much of an important character. I didn't know. Nobody knows I don't know who the actor that played him is. So it made sense, I guess, that they killed him off a little bit. But they killed him off at the end of the movie. I don't know if there's going to be a Suicide Squad 2. I don't know how this movie fits in with the DC Universe, to be honest, because in the end, when Amanda Walker's meeting with Batman, Batman tells Amanda Walker that she doesn't need Suicide Squad anymore because he's going to create a team called the Justice League. And really, that's what the movie's going to lead into. I don't know if they're going to make a sequel. Who knows? I don't know. Also, I want to say, a lot of people didn't like the music for this movie. I did kind of like some of the music choices, like Eminem's Without Me, like, it feels so empty without me. That was a good music choice. The other songs were okay. And there was some. It was a good, interesting movie. It was better than Batman vs Superman, where it's long and there's like more boring parts in that movie. It just kept me on the edge of my seat personally. That's my personal opinion, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this review. If I would give this a rating, I would give it a C plus. Maybe a B minus actually, because I would give it a B minus. It's a good, entertaining movie that you don't really have to think, and people are saying we don't need more of those movies. I mean, it's nice to have a movie like that every once in a while, but that's just my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and this is Tejas Young.